Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. This is Lori. How are you doing? If you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining us. If you've been around a while, y'all know I'm crazy as a lunatic. But I was not feeling well yesterday. No, it's just the midweek, I'm tired, and that's what it was. Feel a little better today. It's still a little achy, but it's just cold. It's 40. Well, actually, I just looked. It's 38 degrees. You get old and decrepit. You start hurting when it gets cold. So this is what I was thinking for the cover for this journal. I hope that is okay, because I loved this tag with it, and it had all of the colors. And then I come up, this is actual wedding dress that I cut up. I bought it at the thrift store for 20 bucks just to cut up to decorate journals and stuff with. So I was sitting here and I was like, I've got some of that. I wonder. Now I want to glue it like here. And then that can be, removable. And it will be attached to here and here. So then that will stay on there, flip-flopping it around. So, but when that's glued down, taut, you can stick that in there and you can open and close it and put toppers out. And then we had these little poinsettias to put on here. And then I just have these on the clear backing, so it's going to wiggle and move it around. And then I just want those to come out from, that actually looks quite pretty just by itself there, don't it? I was wanting these to come out from the poinsettias like so, like this up here does. And then have this one here in the middle. I think that is what I'm wanting to do here, because I think that's going to be really, really pretty. If I can get this one in here underneath that, like that. I think that's kind of sort of how I want it, but these will be, yeah, that's kind of what I'm wanting to go for right there. But I think that will be super pretty. So that's going to be my cover. I hope that's okay with you, Miss Sarah, because I know you said you liked that wood piece, but I think this is going to be super pretty with that. It goes well with it. I love it. And then have red and green stuff out the top of that. But that's what I was thinking on right there. So I'm going to put that back here one more time. So Miss Sarah, if you will be so gracious as to let me know if that is okay with you. If not, I will put the wood piece on there. And we'll put some of the little holly berries around it in certain places and that. And but I think that is super pretty. Is it in the camera good? Yeah. But I think that's going to be really pretty on there. And no, I haven't sewed it in yet. So I'm just going to set it off here to the side. And I did. I started not even put the video up yesterday, y'all. I really did. So I glued these on. And then we just need to put us a little dress up on them. Because I was just like, I just wasted their whole hour. But yeah. I don't know. Some days it's like that. Some days you're just like boom, boom, boom. And some days you're just like, I have no clue what I want to do and what I want it to look like. Nothing. But I'm so happy with the way that cover turned out. And I think that's going to look pretty. It looks super pretty on there. And get my little blingies. Get my little blings out here and see if we can't dress up a few of these things a little bit more. Only thing is, I don't have the green ones like this, and I don't have the red ones like that. I got a bigger size of red. I have this size of red and green. That's going to be too big. I don't know. I think that'll be okay. We'll use them. And then I got some gold pieces there. I got blue and purple. Yeah, this is the use it up box here. So let's see what kind of mess we can make tonight. Whoops, I just shot one of them off of there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So we are just going to add us some little bling blings to the tree and such. Just a little decorations here and there in the other place, you know. A little bling up. I think I'm going to move that star. Well, I can't. It's glued down. I was going to try to move that star and put it up on the top of it. Can't do it now because it's glued to the paper. I wonder if I can put this on it. Ooh, there we go. Yes, we got it off of there. But yeah, it's been a busy week at work, y'all. Just, you know, all the things. It's the first week of the month. You know, we're getting new product in, getting Thanksgiving and Christmas stuff, and it's just super duper busy. Trying to put these on. So that it looks like a Christmas tree. Okay, so I think I'm just going to run a string of these down that and across this. These don't really need the glue underneath them. I'm going to use one of these right here on Mr. Santa's nose, mouth, or whatever. Whoopsie. I didn't want to take you off. I want a smaller one to put right there on his hat where that sequence is at. I'll get off my finger and get where you need to go. And there we go. Okay, so that is blinged up. Okay, let's see. Good. I was worried that was going to be an even number on that. You know, we don't like even numbers in there. I don't understand. I don't know. I like odd numbers of things. doke. Well, I am done playing with that right there for just a minute. So we'll put all this over to the side. I'll find something else I want to bling up. But yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, I think that would be super pretty to fix that, cover it like that. Now we need to put us some little words. I need the words. Pull my cart over here so I can get to it. Let's see, we got some vertical words that maybe we could put on there. That's small and stuff. I know I got a bunch of small ones in here. That says celebrate. That would be cute. Just underneath that, behind it, and then put something else over there. So I need a long ways word. Horizontal, otherwise known. That would have looked good if I'd done that in like a cluster-like way, wouldn't it? Sure would. It's too big. Too big. Too big too. Well, shut, y'all. There we go. Put Merry Christmas right there. If I could find another small one like that, that would be great. Seasons, wishes, or then I could put Merry Christmas, either one. Okie doke. I know I'm jumping just right on into it because I feel like I wasted y'all's time yesterday. Because I really did not accomplish a whole lot of nothing. And then I was just, you know, so undecisive about what the cover should look like. And I really wanted, you know, the cover to be a kind of a wowness. Really don't need anything on these. Actually, I like that. No, it's a little dark, isn't it? Season wishes. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Let's put them on there. Let's get these here out. And I just ate my thumbnail. It's all right. So I got a lot of exciting stuff going on in the background here this week. Well, actually up until the whole month of December. All right, fingers. We got stuff going on in the background. We're getting things ready to go for upcoming events in December. So I'm really working a lot of extra. And I think that's what it was, because the other night I was up. I didn't shoot a video Tuesday, but I was up till 4 or 5 o'clock that morning getting stuff together and collaborations and, you know, coordinating and organizing and this and that and other to get stuff together for projects that I got going in December with other YouTubers and collaborators and stuff like that. So we just got a lot of stuff going on. And then, you know, it's been a hectic week at work, like just super busy. I think I'm going to move that right there. Just super busy. And then last night, I was over it. I was just over the super busyness of the week. Just that's all it was to it. I wonder if I could do that there, Joey. Yeah, let's get the squizzers here. Trim that around that because it needs to be cut. All right, down there, do red. Got a candy cane on it, and it says Joy. I think that's going to be cute on that. Make sure that one stays down. So these are 4 pockets. Now I have them deemed to go in the first journal signature. Where they go, you know, it's fine, but alrighty. So those we're going to set up here and let them dry for a minute. Okay, that's good, and that's ready to roll. Them's good. Alright, these I don't know yet. Let's look, see what we got in our goodie bag to decorate with. And see, we have all of these pockets here too that actually came with the kit. Excuse me. Now I was thinking about putting these on here like this, and then we could put those throughout the journal. I think I might. I think I will do that. Actually, let's see what these little bows look like on here. Oh, that is cute too, isn't it? That one's smaller. Actually, I like them too. Let's see what else we got over here. Because we have these. Actually, these look better on this, don't they? And then there, that'll go on that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that'll go in that. And these will go here. And then we will put these on this. And I'm happy with that. We'll do them. Okie dokie. So those two are deemed for the second signature. These are still first signature pockets. And y'all know what I'm thinking about, seeing if them will go on there and bling that up. Boy, that's going to be a lot. I'm going to glue them on there, and then I'll work on that off camera, putting these little daddy bones on those little blingy spots, because that's a lot. Yeah, that's going to be a lot. And if I do one of them, I'm going to have to do them all. Which I could just take and put a spot of glue on it and put some glitter on it. I might try that on one and see if that works. Okie doke. But yeah. Okay, I'm still not done with those pockets there. Which I'm leaving them, if you notice, I did not cut them or round them, put a thumb pull in them, because those, I'm kind of thinking that we're going to have us some skinny belly band situations. Now these, you know, I'll round the tops and that, because these are 3 1/4 wide. These, I'm thinking we can put like in the middle of the page and use it as a well, definitely for sure these here, we can make like a skinny horizontal belly bands out of them. I was thinking kind of the same on these because they are 2.5 inches wide, and that would be okay to make a skinny belly band out of. Whoops, and I just said thumb pull and round the corners. Because, you know, we've got all of those long, skinny tags. And so, I was thinking that, you know, instead of putting them in a pocket like that size down at the bottom of the page where the tag's going to flip-flop over, why not make some belly bands out of them? I think that'd be pretty. I need to throw that order away because I don't think I had a lady try to order some journals that she is she's not even opened her invoice, so good thing I hadn't made them yet, ain't it? Because I was like, you know, if you order that many, because one is a fairly simple one, but you know, and they were personalized, and I was like, well, if you order them, you know, I'm gonna need you to pay for them, especially the personalized ones, before I start making them. And that way, you know, when you don't pay for them, I won't have to worry about, you know, finding somebody with the same name or the same initials. You know, that's not going to work out. Or then having to just go through and cover up your said name or initials. So, I have that from time to time. That's why I say, you know, if I show a kit or whatever and you say, oh yes, I would love to have that journal, I have no problem with that. But as far as, you know, emailing me and you know, basically, you know, I want a journal made like this, and I want a journal made like that, and blah, 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 and I need them by this date, and blah, 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 you know, and then agreed upon the pricing, and then when you get sent the invoice, you've ignored it now for 2 weeks. And then all I'm sure, you know, by the end of the month, the same lady, which she's an area lady, she's not, I don't even know if she's on my YouTube channel. I don't really care if she is or not. What you do is not right. What you did is not right. You know. Oh, yeah, those are super pretty. So I was like, you know, I'll give her a week or so. And then, and she didn't open the invoice. And, you know, and I've sent to the email that she emailed me from. And also to the phone number that she contacted me through. And sent a copy of the link to that. And you still haven't opened it, supposedly. Then yeah, I'm done with it. I don't know. I hope I'm not the only one, you know, that gets suckered into those, you know. And I think that's why a lot of people are like, you know, I'll just put it up and whoever gets it, gets it. I think that's why a lot of the YouTubers are like that. Whoopsie, that shot way over yonder. Because then that takes the headache away from you of, you know, well, this person asked for it, and now I gotta feel like I gotta hunt them and track them down. I'm just not gonna do that. Don't have time to do it or the headache. But so far, and like I say, this is a local lady. It's not even anyone through YouTube that's done that to me as of yet. But now I have had a few ladies that, you know, want a journal and will ask if I'll hold it to them, you know, because they are on a fixed income. And I purely understand that. I have no issues or qualms or, you know, nothing like that. You know, this is a completely different situation. Was, you know, telling me that she wanted this journal, she wanted that journal, and she needed them by the first week of December, and blah 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 blah. Okay. Well, I need my payment before I start making them. And then I know what's going to happen. She'll open it, send me the payment form, and then we'll know where her journals are at the first week of December. No. Because now even if you do open so I canceled the invoice. So I'm waiting for the first week of December to, because, you know, it's been, like I say, 2 weeks. And it's, every couple of days I've, you know, sent a reminder, sent an email, a text message to the phone number, and have actually tried to call the lady. She won't answer the phone. So there's your big sign that says nope. And she got in contact with me somehow through somebody on my Facebook that knows me on Facebook, that in the area, and I'm pretty sure it's the lady that used to work with me that I made her grandbaby. It was a baby journal for like all the first or what have you. I'm pretty sure that's how she came about getting in contact with me, or, you know, emailing me or what have you. Because I was like, I don't know who this lady is, you know what I mean? Just kind of out of the bluish. And then so I was like, okay, I don't have a problem. I'll send you, you know, this. I need the payment, you know, for it, and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll make them. And then I'll get in contact with you. You know, probably swing by my workplace or what have you and pick them up. And I'll give you that address, meeting place, once payment is received. Once the payment's received, you'll figure out, you'll get my contact information in person, but not until then. So, like I said, hadn't heard nothing since, you know. Yes, send me this email, blah, 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 blah. Nothing, not a thing. But I know what's going to happen. She's going to start blowing me up the first week of December. December the 1st, she'll be wearing me out, wanting to know where her journals are at. And I'm just going to be like, no, not happening, Captain. And then you'll hear well, you should have planned on paying me 3 weeks ago, when every 2 days for 2 weeks, you got reminders, emails, and phone calls that went straight to voicemail about paying for them. And you would have them. There you go. How about that? See, people think that just because you're a crafter, you know, and you love beautiful artsy things, you know, and you're kind-hearted and somewhat, some days, you know, generous with your stuff, that, you know, they can just take full advantage of you, you know. No. You gotta be a little bit thick-skinned about yourself. You know, but not everybody's criticism is, you know, going to cut you like a knife. Even if they don't watch the video all the way through and want to jump to the comments and tell you what they think you should or should not do. You know, you just roll on with it. Oh, well. Cause some comments I'm like, did they watch the same video I filmed? I don't know what they're talking about, but okay. You know, because, like I say, most of my videos are not tutorials of any way, shape, or form. Because, trust me, the way I have to hold things and do things, you would not want to do. Because it is quite dangerous. Just because, you know, you can see my hands don't bend well. So, I have to hold things and do things a little bit different. And then, you know, some days my brain works and some days it don't. Some days I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, you know, how to fold a piece of paper in half and go about it 1,400 different ways to, finally my brain says, hey, dummy, do it this way, you know. And that is the truth of the matter. I can't be on all the time, you know what I mean? I can't be 100% all the time. And some days I'm just a goofball. I mean, just plain and simple a goofball. And I'm going to tell you what, anytime that something could mess up, turn the camera on, honey. You'll catch it. Every time. Any and every time something would mess up, turn the camera on, and it's going to happen. Because I can sit here and craft, you know, like I made that journal cover the other night with ease. You know, just boom, boom, boom in it, you know, and then turn the camera on and I can't hold a piece of paper to put glue on the back of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I do try to talk with y'all just like y'all are just sitting here, you know, at my craft room table with me, just yik-yakking, you know. Come over, set a spell for a visit, and we just playing with our pretty paper. That's how I approach doing my videos because, you know, for me, that is a natural introvert. That's how my mind works. So if I act like it's just, you know, one of my kinfolks sitting over here across from me and I literally do have that pink chair. It used to body slam me to the floor that I used to film with, that like you would raise it up so I could see stuff, and then through the video it'd just be lowering me down and I'd be eye level with the table, and then I'd move it back and it would just flip me in the floor. Well, it sucker sits right there in front of my table, so I pretend like I'm talking to somebody in that chair when I'm doing videos, and that really helps my mental a whole lot. And everybody's like, okay, this lady's done lost it. She's talking to a chair. Yes, I am. But I do have, you know, the ambidextrous. I can do both things with both hands because I've had to learn how to do things with both hands because, you know, of the tendons and stuff in my hands, and just, you know, arthritis. Like I say, those fingers don't want to bend no more than that. And sometimes these will bend and won't open back up. It's just a hot mess, y'all. I'm just old and decrepit. I'm just telling you. Alright, so we got those done. We got these done while I was sitting here yik-yakking. Oh, these are so cute with the little postie cards. I wonder if we can, because I want to back them. I don't want to leave them white. You know, let's fix it. Let's fix it up. I'm going to put on, well, that's to go in journals. Let's see what we got in here that we can back them on. It's going to be pretty. That's a single-sided sheet of something. I think that's pretty. We'll put them on these corners here because that's kind of a greeny look. Yeah, we're going for a greeny look. So it's kind of green. So we can put them on that. Yeah, we'll put them on there. We'll put them on them corners right yonder. And back them on that right there. I think that'll be good. have some more of them? I do, but they're exactly like these, and I put them somewhere else. I put them up. And since both of this is 40-pound paper, this is 65-pound cardstock, so we're just going to do the wet glue on it and just go on about our beeswax here, and it'll be just fast. I won't have to get the glue pad and the stick out and all that. Then maybe it won't curl up. But yeah, we're just going to do that right there. Just getting some of our bits and pieces done before we'll get the signatures sewed in. I just had a paper towel. Oh, I put it up here in the box behind me because I know I'm real bad to just take and throw it somewhere else. Okay. Well, shoot, I got like, 3 times as much stuff done tonight as I did a whole hour last night. Well, it's time to get off the video now. It's time to go, y'all. But no, I really do. I really like the way that cover is. And I do think on that ornament, I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on it. I think that would be quite pretty. Let's see, that's curling up anyways. Why are you doing that? Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. He's still right on that. This is just the extra fill-in sheet that I thought was pretty that I printed. Okay. Scissors. I thought I had a big pair out, but I must have done put them back up. So I think I have come up with what I'm wanting to do with adding some pages. And then we're going to have, that's why I'm fixing some of these thinner pockets. I'm fixing them as, like I said, horizontal belly band type situations, because we're going to have a couple of white background pages in this journal. So therefore we will need to cover them with something. So I'm thinking like all of these here, we can take and use those as, like, belly bands on the page and put a tall skinny tag in. That's my thoughts anyways. And then, like I say, these wider pockets will go at the bottom. So, alrighty. So I was kind of wanting to get most of the ephemera pretty much done before I get to putting things into sewing the pages into the signature. Good gracious, get the words out, honey. I know, me and the struggle bus with the words. But that's what I'm wanting to do anyways. I'm going to do the itty bitty corner rounder on these. But that's what I'm hoping to do, is take some of our decorative pages that we have. And Gail Augustinelli, of all people, y'all know, I watch her daily. Unless she does a bunch of, messy stuff for mixed media. I don't want to do it like the jelly print and that. I'm not into that, so I don't watch that. I mean, it makes pretty things, it does, but I don't have the room for one to store all of that paint and mediums and stuff, so I just don't choose to partake in that kind of craftiness. about as much mixed media as I'm going to get into is, you know, a little bit of inkage and maybe some stamping and stuff. And then doing some little bling in that, and that's mixed media too, but still. You know, like I said, to me, mixed media is like all the paste and the paints and the jelly oxide-y type stuff, all of that stuff. So those cards are ready to go. That is signature number 2. All right, a little messy here. We need to get you done up in red, don't we? So what I am wanting to do is try to do some of the full page pocket situations, like, you know, trim it just a little bit and do the fold like she was doing with the papers that she's been having in her her videos the last couple of days. Where like you take the whole sheet of paper, fold it in half, and do that. Okay, so that's not going to line up. Right there we go. Hold it still. Hold it still, buddy. Let's see, it jumped. Does it every daggum time, too. That is so annoying. Why are you jumping? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. It's on the same one. See, look, it jumps out every daggum time. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's done. I'm trying to keep all the things that we did today finished up out of their pockets, but keep them with their pockets. Yeah, that's kind of hard. All right, that's number 3. Oh, I was like, well, where's number 2? Apparently, I got the sacks flipped upside down like a knucklehead. All right, these pockets here, what are we going to do with y'all? What do we want to do with yous? With yous, what do we want to do? I don't know. I need to get a drink right quick. And we'll think about it. Let's take a sip and think a minute. Let me see here. Whoopsie. I don't want you. I want these right here. Because I'm wondering if I can put them down that. Yep. That's where that's going to go. On that, down that berries. Okay. I need a couple more to finish it off over there on the end. All right, get off my finger now. Those are spread out just a little bit much. Okie doke. There's that one. I'll get to you in a minute, buddy. Now this string's wanting to flip around, flip back and forth with me. Okay. And I think just 2 more will work right there, yeah. Yep. So anyhows, in our area, neck of the woods, next week, Monday, Tuesday, we have snow flurries, possibilities in our neck of the woods, and then about probably, well, it's at the top of the mountain, which is, you know, like 10 miles, 5 to 10 miles, depending on, you know, which route you take away from my house. Is a for sure gonna snow. Well, you know what, you little piece of paper thingies, you just stay on the floor, because that's the 3rd time you done fell on the floor, and that's where you're gonna stay at. So I'm excited, but it is way too early. You know, we won't snow like December the 20th or after. You know, we don't want snow in our area before Thanksgiving, or, you know, too far out from Christmas. We like to see a white Christmas, if at all possible, not a white Thanksgiving. But, you know, because everybody here is, you know, working every day and doing everything they can to get, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas monies, you know, ahead, and be prepared and be ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So when we hear that it's a possibility of snow before then, honey, you better slow it down with the snow. But, you know, because normally I'm all for the snow, let it come, you know, but nope. Before Christmas, it's a little too early. A little too early for us. I'm thinking we can just do these here. Like, let me put this one up here and it won't hinder anything. Put that one there. You know, and that be a plenty on them. You have peace on earth and Merry Christmas. Merry and bright and Merry Christmas. I think that is just that's going to do it on that. Let me ink these up and then I'll glue it on there. What I do, I did red on that. I'm doing green on this one. And these are going to be belly bands. But yeah, any snow before the 20th of December is a wee bit early for us. See, I can't even hang on to this flyer to glue it on the paper. This is kind of what I was wanting to do last night, and I went down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out what I wanted to put on the cover. And then I got frustrated because I was like, what do I want? I couldn't figure it out. So, you know. Then there, that whole, which, you know, we did get a few decorations for some pockets, and that was fine. But, you know, I just feel like I wasted a whole hour. And these have like the little crystally, I guess you would say sugar bits on them. Okay, and there's those. All right. So now let's see. We got to do up the long waist belly band, don't we? What are we going to do with you? Trim you up, and I think I am going to go ahead and go right back with that red lace coming out from behind it, like we did the first one. I think that turned out pretty. Now I'll need to trim the lacy bit up on that, because it is a little bit sticking over it. And then tonight, while I'm sitting here waiting for this video to upload, I'm going to ink. I'll take all of these pockets here, divide them out, and in between signature 1, 2, or 3, and I'll ink those up and put those in the little signature baggies and get that ready. And then tomorrow night we'll try to make us a template, and then I'll show you how I did that on the scoreboard, because I had a few questions about the last time, because I did my template for my journal and just did the score lines on it, and that's the easiest way to, you know, even up the journals in the signature, especially if you're doing multiple signatures. So this one is going to have a whole template new made, because it is 2 7/8 inches by exactly 11 inches tall. So yeah. Oh look, we didn't even use those. Those will be cute. We got any? Yes, they would. I was like, look, we ain't even used Santa Claus's face. Put him. He's a little big for that, ain't he? Let's put him on these. Oh, he goes the same ways, don't he? So he'll go on them. I know, I'm jumping. And then I want to use these poinsettia flowers on here, kind of like this, but I want to use something else. Where is it at? I had them. I don't think it was these. Was it these? I don't know. I'm not sure if it was these that I wanted to use. It may have been that bulkier flower, and I put it back. I got to get it up out of the thing, so, because it's wanting to, yeah, we can put that on it. Put one of the bigger snowflakes on it, and just have like that poinsettia flower coming out. I don't know, it's a little busy for that, ain't it? Yeah. It's a little busy. Well, it was a thought that counted, you know what I mean? Just because it had the gold foil on it, I thought it'd be pretty. And then we got the little Christmas trees. Little Christmas trees. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put them across that and take these and put them on across that. So I'll have 3 and 3, and then we'll have, you know, a label across the toppy bit. So that's what we're going to do with those. That's going to be that. And this is not the same size, is it? Heck no, it ain't. I think that would work better if this was cut down to the same size as you. Well, aren't you? Come here. Let's just trim you. Give you a little bit of a haircut, buddy. And hopefully I can cut straight. Probably not. There we go. We'll save that for a snippety thing. A cluster thingy bob. Okay. So now, is that what I want to put on there? I think something kind of like that. Ooh, let's look at Miss Missy here as the stamp. Something. Nope, I don't like her. Yeah, let's do that one with the ornament words. Yeah, I like that. Okie doke. And then let's see. Let it snow, joy to the world. Happy holidays. That would be pretty over top of the Christmas trees. Alright, so let's see. Take them out because you're going to use them. Just take them out of there. Trying to get a visual. Alright, that's done. That's done. We just got to glue it. We need to find something else to go on them. Alright, so now these here. I'm going to have the trees along the bottom. And then, yes, Happy Holidays will fit at the top. Thank you very much. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to have the other set of trees at the bottom. Merry and bright with the little owl. That's cute. Holy night. Let's put Snowman Joy to the World on there. There you go. All the boys and girls. Joy to the people of the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. All right. Please don't block me. I used to sing and carry a tune in a bucket, but I can't do it anymore. The lungs are not there. All right, so this here, this is the other little envelope. Yeah, so that's the pockets for 3, and that's the belly band for 2. And that's the belly band for 2. And we just need to put the lacy bits on them. And it is right at an hour. So I need to put lace on this. And I need to glue those situations. Ink this up and glue it. And then all of those bits will be done. And then while I'm uploading the video, I'm going to set and glue these bits here. Delegate where they go. And I'm going to get off here for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We got a whole lot more done today, I'm telling you. This all should have been done yesterday. So now I feel like I'm a day behind. But that's all right. We'll get this stuff done off camera and we'll be right back on track. Y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow.